Hey everyone, Heather Ann Pettit here again, and I'm just going to quickly share with you a little bit about my story to hopefully shed some light on maybe the possibility for you joining our team and hearing something relatable to me. You know, it took me a while to dive into this opportunity, and we as coaches believe that you typically always have two start dates when it comes to this opportunity. You have your sign-up start date, and then you have your start date that you actually start to coach. And I signed up to be a coach back in July of 2013, strictly for the discount. That was it. And I really didn't dive into the opportunity until I was on maternity leave with my daughter in about September of 2014. So it took me a little over a year to actually start working this opportunity. So I wanted to share that with you because there's no right or wrong area to start this. You know, it's just about having the true passion for wanting to help others and figuring out how that fits into your lifestyle and what you see for yourself and your future and your goals. So I am just a 30-something-year-old mom that lives in a northeast suburb of Cleveland, Ohio. I am married we are married 4 years now, and we have a 2-year-old daughter, and actually one on the way later this year, like literally the week of Christmas. So Christmas is going to be a little nuts this year. So needless to say, my life is a little in chaos right now, and I'm dealing with a lot of pregnancy fatigue, but one of the reasons I'm thankful for this opportunity because I can actually take some naps in the afternoon if I need to. So in terms of my journey, you know, I'm not one of those people that have a big success story. I don't have a big weight loss transformation. I've always been very fit and healthy and active. Fitness has always been my love. I've been working out since I was probably in mid-high school years. And I've always been very active. You know, I was a dancer from age 4 till sophomore year of college, as well as a cheerleader from middle school to high school. So my after school hours were always highly active. But unfortunately, during those years, and especially when I got involved with joining a gym and getting in at least 2-hour workouts in every day, maybe 6 to 7 days a week, which we know is not healthy, I fell into a lot of unhealthy habits. And I was trying to reach that ideal amount of perfection, which I thought was perfection, which looking back, it wasn't. I was not well in the head. You know, I got involved in diet pills and starving myself and not eating enough and trying to fit into these popular jeans at the time because I thought that's what perfection was. And now more than ever, looking back, I'm glad I had those experiences because that just fuels my passion and fire more for this opportunity, because now that I have a daughter, I am so fearful that she is going to fall into those traps like I did as well. And if I can somehow be an inspiration or a role model to her on what true beauty and health is, then I've done my job, because I do not want her to fall into those traps like I did too, because they ruined a lot of, you know, my times and years during those high school and college years when I was stuck in those mind games. So if anything, that is probably my transformation right there, is I learned how to be healthy and how food fuels the body and what actually good exercise is. And that's what Beachbody has taught me. And you know, after college, I went to college to pursue a degree in graphic design because I was always told I was really good in art. So that was the natural, you know, approach for me. And knowing graphic design, that was the pathway that could probably earn me the most money in terms of art. And pursued that and got a job right out of college, but back in Cleveland. So I moved back home for about a year until I found my own place. And I love working in corporate America. You know, it's something new and refreshing, and I was loving the company I was with. So eventually when I moved out on my own, then I switched jobs 2 more times due to corporate restructure and all that kind of stuff. The last company I was with them for almost 9 years. And it was truly that family atmosphere that I loved. I loved the people. But as the years went on, I fell into this thought process of, is this what I really want to be doing for the rest of my life? Do I really want to retire from here? Am I truly happy? Because I will never forget the day, one morning I was getting ready for work and my husband asked me, he's like, there's something wrong here when you are getting up super early, like 5:30 a.m. to get your workout in and get so excited about it, rather than get up and excited about your own job. So that's honestly when the gears began turning, because why couldn't I do something that I really loved in terms of health and fitness? Why did I have to stay with where I was at? Why couldn't I do something on the side? Just because my degree says I'm degreed in graphic design and this is what I'm supposed to be doing, why do I have to stay comfortable and stay within my means? I'm allowed to have hobbies. I'm allowed to do something that I'm passionate about. And you need to have those little things in your life that fill your cup every single day, that get you excited, that give you momentum. So it was at that point that I started to consider maybe getting certified to teach classes, because I didn't have the time or the money to go back to school for any degree in terms of health and nutrition and that kind of stuff. So teaching seemed logical to me. And at the same time too, we were also saving for a wedding. So I decided at that time to forego my gym membership as I pursued this, and also trying to stay on top of my fitness game so I could feel my best on my wedding day. But I knew that when I did that, I had to find some type of means to get a killer workout, at home. So that is when I discovered Focus T25, and I honestly just saw an advertisement within Facebook on those sidebars. So I ordered Focus T25 from the Beachbody website, and I dedicated myself to that full workout for not just the first 2 phases of it, but even the third phase. Like I did alpha, beta, and gamma, and I followed that nutrition plan as it was set. And then I also started incorporating Shakeology, because I was a person that grew up in a wellness house. My mom also works for another type of at-home wellness business. So I grew up on vitamins and grew up on meal replacement shakes and protein shakes and all that kind of stuff. So that wasn't new to me. But at the same time too, I was struggling with some other deficiencies in my life that maybe Shakeology could fix, such as I had horrible IBS. Horrible stomach pains to the point that I would fear eating my lunch at work, because I knew in about an hour my stomach would be bloated, looking like I was pregnant, and I would be in severe pain. Also fatigue, and just really hitting such a plateau in my results that I knew I was putting in the work, and I knew I was eating really good and clean, but I felt like I could still push myself more. So once I started to incorporate Shakeology, all of those things that I was suffering from were suddenly just disappearing. And I was starting to see more results. I was starting to feel more regular and not have those stomach pains. And my sweet tooth was basically not even existent anymore, which I have a horrible sweet tooth. So I became a believer right then and there, and became dedicated to see and learn more about that product. So it was after I started Shakeology that my coach reached out to me, which is Angie, who is also in this group. And she just chatted about, this opportunity, invited me to it, said, I'm already doing a lot of the qualities that a coach has in terms on social media. I was already kind of sharing my journey, not really knowing that was coaching. And I actually turned her down. I said, you know what, I'm good right now. But if anything, I think I'll dive into it just strictly for the discount, because I know I wanted to stick with these fitness programs because I was a believer. I got greater results at home than I ever got in a gym in just 25 minutes a day, which is insane. And then I was loving Shakeology, and I talked to my husband, and he said we just have to figure it into the grocery bill every month. And that was that. So I became a discount coach, and I kind of shared here and there, and maybe sold or helped someone with a challenge pack here and there because they wanted to achieve those results too, but I wasn't fully committed to it. And at that time too, I was also getting into teaching fitness classes, and I taught early morning classes. And I got certified in some Beachbody Live programs as well. But still felt like there was something missing, and wasn't really sure. And I was so involved in my career at the time, but I knew that I wasn't happy. So fast forward to when I had my daughter, and I was on maternity leave with her. And those of you that are moms know that you have a lot of quiet hours in your day, especially if this is your first baby, where you're just sitting and you're feeding your child, or you're taking a nap, or you're getting things done around the house before your husband gets home. And you do a lot of thinking. And I did a lot of soul searching, a lot of talking with family and friends, talking to God, and figuring out, I'm going back to work here in less than 3 months. And is this really what I want to be doing till I retire? I didn't want to be dropping my daughter off at daycare. That scared me to death. And I grew up in a house where my mom was home. My husband grew up in a house where his mom was home. And yeah, it's not that common these days, but now that I'm a part of this community, I'm seeing that it really is a lot. It really is common. But I knew that's what I wanted. I always wanted to be a mom, and I didn't want to miss out on those years. And it killed me to drop her off every single day at daycare. And I literally counted down the hours till I could leave. And people around the office started to notice that I wasn't the same. And it was because I wasn't truly happy. But at the same time, too, I was thinking, can I really do this? And so that is when the light bulb went, because I knew the true potential of this opportunity. I knew that I could actually make more coaching than I could at the job I was currently at. I could make my own hours. I could truly be doing something every single day that I'm passionate about and have fun with and make my own, not be told what to do, how to do it, when to do it, or how much to do it. It was on my schedule, and it was a schedule I could work around my daughter. So I dedicated myself hardcore for a year, because I knew if I could do that for a year, make some sacrifices, stay up late some nights, and be on the same page with my husband, I knew that if I could get to a certain point, that we would be okay for me to leave my job and still continue on that path, though, too, afterwards, because this was going to be my career. So after 1 full year of dedication, I did get to that goal, and I was able to walk away from my corporate American job, which was a very bittersweet day, because like I said, I love the people, but I didn't love where I worked, what I did day in and day out, or especially those holiday hours. And I wanted to do something I was passionate about, and something that could make a difference in my life and my family's life. But I walked away after a year, like a little after her first birthday. And I've been home ever since, and continued to grow my business in such a way that I'm proud of. And not only has this business challenged me in ways that I've never been challenged, but the ways I have grown personally and mentally in this past year have been just insane. Absolutely insane. I'm more confident. I'm more excited about life. Even though I have my bad days, we all have our bad days. And in any job you do, you have good and bad days. I still look forward to what I do, because I have such a positive community surrounding me at all times, whether it's on our team or in my challenge groups. The women I'm surrounded by is just incredible. And they're women that get me. They understand my passions and what I'm going for in life. And we push each other. There is none of that corporate BS anymore. There is never any of that trying to rush to a deadline, because you are your own boss. And I create my own deadlines. I create my business around what I'm passionate about, because I want to find those that are also in the same mindset as me. And we create this amazing tribe of women that are all loving life, that want to live a better life and create a better life for those around them. So that's what is so crazy. And the point, too, is that we never have to sell. If this was a business where I was all fixated about numbers, doing house parties, trying to reach a certain quota every month, I wouldn't be doing this. This opportunity just truly takes my passion and gives me a platform to share that upon. And I love every year that passes, because every year I just continue to see growth, which is insane. And it's all just about being me and what I'm all about. And now looking ahead with the second baby on the way, I don't have to worry about maternity leave. I don't have to count down the days and the months till I have to go back to work. I am home. I get to see my babies grow and help them grow, and just see every beautiful moment that there is. And that in itself is the greatest gift. And that is truly why I'm doing this, because I can be a hot mess. I can have my hair up in sweats and be making amazing connections every day and motivating and inspiring other women like myself, but also at the same time in between all of those moments be raising a family and having those mom times and be, with every single day. So that is why I coach, and that is why I do what I do, because it was the perfect means to make my passion come alive even more. And it is something that is truly branded towards me. I'm not Beachbody. Beachbody doesn't control me. I don't, that isn't what defines my success. My success is defined by what I'm passionate about, what my goals in life are about, and to know that I have no ceiling on my potential, that I can truly make this as big or as little as I want. And I have this amazing community surrounding me every single day. So hopefully you guys gain a little more insight and perspective into this opportunity during the sneak peek. And we loved having you. And hopefully we see some of your amazing faces on our team within the coming weeks, because we would love to have you too, because that is why we invited you here. So enjoy the rest of the sneak peek and hope to talk to you soon.